everybody. My name is Tam, aka Tam TV, and I am from Louisiana originally.
What's up?
You need me to say something else?
If you want to.
Okay, I have a YouTube channel here on YouTube.
Okay.
Subscribe to my channel at Tam TV and follow me at I am Tam TV on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, my name is Sammie Juice. I'm a musician, singer, songwriter, producer. Yeah, anything music related, I do it. And I'm here today because I don't want peace. I want war.
Wow.
That was strong.
Alright.
Okay, hi, my name's Lola. I'm 31. I'm a tourist. I like long walks on the beach. Wait, is that part of it?
Look, you
Okay, because I'm gonna keep going. Hold on.
I was hoping you
It's the alcohol. Okay. Let's see. Shoot, I'm a Yoruba babe. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, let's get with these topics. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, she ready? Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is John. You can catch me on Life and Dial. Thank y'all for tuning in once again.
Hi, my name is Priscilla, and yeah, I'm here.
Alright, cool. But yeah, so if you're watching, just let us know in the chat if everything is good, if the audio is good, if the video is fine. Just let us know if anything breaks, if it's buffering. Just let us know so we can fix that problem. Also, if you're watching and you want to chat with us, you want to be able to share your thoughts and opinions, and ask us questions, call people out if you need to. Go ahead and sign into YouTube. All you need is a Gmail account. Click the top right button somewhere on YouTube and sign in. Boom, and then you see the chat box and just chat with us, ask us questions and whatnot. What else? Also, everybody that's watching, please go ahead and share that link with your friends and your families. You know what I'm saying? Because we feed off y'all's vibes, energy, comments, questions, vibes. Yeah, so go ahead and share that link with people so they can also tune in, right?
Yep.
They can tune in, ask us questions as well, join the conversations. Because trust me, we have good topics today. And everybody's got the topics, and we've got the time to marinate on them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We gonna have a conversation. Good conversation, respectful conversation.
Yeah.
We say yeah. Alright, so I think that being said, we'll go ahead and jump in and let's talk, right? I'm gonna go ahead and read the first one out, and we'll just we'll talk about it. All right, this one goes. Living together before marriage actually reduces the chances of you both getting married. It is statistically proven that most couples who cohabit before marriage do not end up getting married. Basically, living together before marriage is a no-no for me. Call me old-fashioned if you want. This was a post put up by, I don't know if y'all know this guy, Buchi. He's a popular, Twitter conversation starter.
What's the name again?
Solomon Buchi. He's a popular
Does he have the
Nigerian.
pink jacket? No.
He always has a hat on.
Oh.
I think I've come
Oh,
across it.
no.
They repost him on Spiritual Word.
I don't know if they do.
Okay.
I'm not sure that they do. But let's talk about this. Do y'all agree with this mindset or no, and why?
I think it depends on the couple, because from what I grew up around, like my sister, is she watching? Okay, that's not the point. So my sister and my brother, they both live with their partner for 8, they've been together with their partner for 11 years in total, but in the first 3 or 4 years they lived together and they got married. I mean, of course every relationship has problems, but they are now married with kids. I think it just depends on who you connect with and vibe with.
Mm-hmm. And I would have to say I agree. I pretty much see both sides of this, like Chanel. On one hand, yes, it could definitely stop you from getting married, because when you live with somebody, you're seeing their true colors. Nothing is hidden. You see their flaws, everything. The veil is taken down. So I can see how it could be a negative thing, but I view it as a positive thing, because I want to know who I'm getting married to.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I would rather, you know, the relationship not work out after we live together for a year,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, than you
Right.
ruin my life. So that's, yeah.
So that's to say that if you get married and you see something, you're just gonna be stuck. You're not gonna go your way.
So it depends on what I see, you
Gotcha.
know? It depends on what I see.
Yeah, to piggyback off what you're saying, it's I mean, I feel I feel like it's only logical, you know, because you can only like get to know someone so much over the phone or through text message or just meeting them outside all dressed up and you know, putting on a facade.
Exactly.
But you know, to know somebody, you know, to be in a space with somebody, to deal with like their mood swings, like just anything they have to offer you, and see like, do I want to do this? Am I willing to like stay with this for the rest of my life? And
Right.
yeah, to me, it's only logical that you spend that time with somebody and you know you figure out your relationship.
You wanna say something?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with them both that when you stay with somebody, you get to know them, you know, you get to bond and stuff like that. And you know, like, certain things that you can tolerate and certain things that you can take.
Exactly. Because what if they're nasty? What if
Yeah.
they don't
So-
pick up after themselves?
I'm
you
trying
know?
to wonder.
What if you don't put the toilet seat down?
Exactly.
That's so
I mean-
Or
rude.
replace the toilet paper.
Waking up at 3 a.m. and swallow the toilet seat.
Why can't you guys leave the seat up for us? Like,
For
why can't
what?
can we alternate years?
And put the toilet seat
Like
down.
this year, we'll finish out
Yeah.
this year with you guys.
Yeah.
Next year, you
So-
guys leave the seat up for us.
I never understood why the toilet seat
Yeah.
discussion was such a huge thing. Like,
Thank you
I just
very
don't
But why
understand.
can't you
Imagine
close it
being
when
a-
you're done? You pee shut.
Yeah,
Like, what's going on about your
Imagine,
business?
you know, woman.
But you guys just have to just walk in and just sit down and
We-
just
Yes.
Sometimes
No,
we're-
You know how many times I
You
fell
guys
in
do
the
some
water
work
of that toilet
I
bowl
mean,
at 3
You
a.m.?
fell in the water.
In the water bowl.
Exactly.
That toilet seat water woke me up at 3 a.m.
Exactly.
Just falling. Like,
Let me. I'm just gonna ask one question. And we can go back on track. One
probably
question.
flashback, man. Pissed me off.
Exactly.
My question is, so is that a deal breaker for y'all? Toilet seat down?
It's not a deal breaker.
So we can actually move past it.
We can move
Yeah,
past
just put it
right?
down.
But you
But-
have to replace the toilet paper. That one is a deal breaker.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in the. I guess for people who say I don't want to live with somebody before getting to know them. What could be the reason? I'm trying to see the reasoning behind.
I mean,
that
it could be-
statement.
Spiritual
Yeah,
problem.
spiritual,
Yeah.
tradition,
Yeah.
the way they were brought up,
Mm-hmm.
obviously religion. It could be many different reasons, but I think it's more cultural than anything because, so the person that wrote that, they live in Africa, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I can
But
see
he's
because,
actually a very well exposed person too. He's not
Gotcha.
just like, oh, he's just you know
because
what I'm saying.
I'm trying to figure out when I read it, I was trying to figure out where they getting these statistics because it says statistics say. So if it's based, those numbers are based in Africa, then I can say, okay, I can see where those numbers may be actually accurate. Because my question was, are those numbers actually accurate?
Right.
You know, but here I think it's a little bit different because it's a little bit. So this is a Western culture, so it's
Yeah.
almost expected that you want to know as much of somebody. Still playing between the gray areas of religion and
Right.
culture and family and all that kind of stuff, but you want to know as much as you can about that person before you actually go into marriage. So, I mean, his statistics might be right because back home, you know, we live strictly a lot by culture. We're becoming a little bit more westernized, but culture still runs how we move from
Right.
politics to family and et cetera or whatnot. So, I mean, that was the main thing that popped up in my mind was how real, where are these numbers coming from? So, I mean, I could definitely see that that's based in Africa as a
Yeah.
whole.
You wanna say something?
Yeah, and just to piggyback off you, like, it does have a lot to do with your religion and your culture because some cultures, they believe in arranged marriages, you know, and like, I don't know if they still do arranged marriages in Nigeria, but,
Yeah, of
you know,
Yes.
that to me, not living with my spouse before I make them my spouse, it's kind of like an arranged marriage because you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Like, you get married, you think you know the person, you think you love the person based on like what you see and how you've been, but like once you start living with them, then you start to feel like you're in prison and you can't, you know, this is not what
I
you
feel
signed
like
up
there's
for.
a difference though. I'm gonna cut you off.
Oh, yeah,
It's okay.
Because
Go ahead.
so like, so not living with somebody here, it's still okay because you can still date. You can still have nights where you can spend a night and this, that, whatever. And you know, you have times when you're living in the same space with that person. Back home is different. A lot of families, you just meet that person, you know, for the first time. Let's go as drastic as for the first time on the wedding day is when you're meeting them, or vice versa. I mean, not vice versa, but or let's say at the very, very least, you know of the person, you've met the family, maybe you've known them for about a month or 2 months, 3 months, and at least you're aware of who this person is, but you don't really know them for real. You've never really had a chance to go on a date with them, have a conversation with them to know who they are. So I mean, it's very, very, those are drastic differences for me when I think about it. And then I can't, and a lot of marriages back home still make it though. Like they meet that person for the very first time and all of a sudden they married and they're forced to really get to know each other. It's not like, oh, okay, I want to get a divorce. No, it's none of that. It's like you're really, really forced to work it. And in my mind, it's like, is that actually, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think most of that actually goes down to the person. How well are you? Not just how well, how patient are you? How much work are you willing to put in and not even keep tabs of I'm putting in this work to make this work? You know, I think that goes down to the person. But I wanted to talk about this real quick. I was going to bring it up, but I saw someone put in the comment. I know everybody, we kind of have this agreement here that we would like to leave people before we get married. But someone brings up a good point. Chica says, well, Loretta says, sometimes it's not always spiritual, meaning the reasoning why people want to not do that. But then here's a comment. Sometimes people just end up getting too comfortable, and then marriage is no longer the priority. Right? So how would y'all respond to that? If you think that what you're gonna do is you would like to live with somebody before you get married, get to know them better. But here's what she's saying. That could push marriage in the back burner because now you're living together, or now we're doing everything married people do. What's the point?
Oh, they call it shacking up.
Yeah.
I mean, so how would y'all respond to that? Just imagine you in that situation, if that makes sense. And I'm asking the ladies just because, I guess the whole marriage thing that you guys have, right? That's the reason why I'm leaving the guys out. That's the reason why I'm leaving the guys out of that, just because, right? According to y'all society, marriage is in the hands of the guy. He's the one that makes the moves, right? So if you guys are actually staying with somebody already before marriage and it's not coming up, how would you approach it? How would you, because you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, well, I mean, as a single woman, I've never lived with another man, so I can't really speak from my own experience. I've just heard from like other friends who have stayed with somebody and it made them want to like kill the person. So it's just, that was on another end of the spectrum.
Wow.
not just comfortability.
That's actually a good thing because
Yeah.
if you live with somebody prior to getting married and you realize, oh, you want to kill this person, okay, maybe it's a sign that this just might not work.
Exactly. So I can't really speak from experience, but I can speak from what I've heard. But I have heard that as well. Like you get comfortable, like
Yeah,
they
very
say,
comfortable.
don't do wife duties for a boyfriend, and I think you start doing wife shit whenever you live with a man. So
you wouldn't live with a man before marriage?
I would.
You would?
I would.
Yeah.
But maybe for different reasons.
Okay. Like.
So what's a good reason?
If you don't mind. Well, I know, like seriously, what's the reason? Just maybe you can be helping somebody that's watching.
Listen, I am an independent woman. I am tired. Okay, that's it.
So you're independent.
Yeah.
So you want to be dependent?
Not dependent, but I need a break.
Okay. You just want a partner?
Yes.
Okay.
Partnership.
Okay. You want to say something, so let it up.
Now, I was tripping on that first 48. Like, dang, she was gonna kill someone? Okay. That threw me off.
Because people, when you live with them, they bring out different sides to you.
Let's see. I think for me, I'm gonna live. Only because I feel like, let's say we live together and it works out, and then let's say we get married and it still works out. Like, it could still be a same win. It's like, I I just think it really depends on the person because what works for someone may not work for another person. But if we're living together and he doesn't talk about marriage, then shit.
I'm gonna put myself on the table. So we didn't live together, right? But me being a smart person and she also being a smart person, she's probably been peeping game regardless, trying to peep game strongly, not know I turn your blind eye to something. Peeping game, because now you know you're not living together, right?
Yeah.
Now you have to do that extra work to peep
right.
game and know
Yeah.
and peep. If you see a sign, act on that sign. Not know, oh, it's not just. Peep that game and move. Because you know when you get married, you already know you don't want to divorce. You know you want to be together forever. So peep all that game, and then boom.
And that's it. Like you have to know yourself. Like if you know you are capable of doing the CIA work, figure stuff out, then like look, nothing really matters. Like
Wait, what are y'all talking about in terms of peeping game? Like is
peeping
the
game,
person,
like in the person, like
In
the
the
person's
person.
personality,
Personality
like
wise.
their shortcomings,
Everything.
everything.
Because everybody's saying that you will get all that game when you leave with the person.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
I'm saying,
and I feel like it's just the average person.
Right,
The
right.
average person would need that.
Right.
But if you
Right.
are not the average person,
right.
and it's not just, you are not just trying to feel among. You know that you are not the average person.
I'm gonna run through the comments real quick because a lot of people are saying a lot of things. So Chica says those numbers are actually true in the U.S. as well. They talked about it in one of her sociology class. Kiyosha, I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Oh, that's my friend.
Oh, that's your friend?
what's up,
Hey,
friend?
Kiyosha. Share the link with your other friends. Alright, she says her personally, she wouldn't share her space until she's married. She says, but if we get engaged, that could be a different thing. She might want to go ahead and leave it.
That's a good
I
point.
see you, girl.
Arthur says he's already chopping for more. There'll be no motivation for marriage.
Wow.
Lean says people give themselves an easy out when they don't have the commitment of marriage. That's a good point. That's a good point. Kiyosha also says she dated a guy for 5 years and spending nights and weekends and sometimes weeks at a time.
Yeah.
I knew from then I couldn't live with her.
She's my best friend. I know this stuff. I already know what
He was on
happened.
the other end of the phone.
Let's see. Okay, and Arthur is responding to John. It says numbers don't lie. The statistics hold facts here in the USA too. The ratio of baby mama and baby daddy to wives and husbands is too high.
Wow.
That part.
But
real.
I don't know. When I think about it, does that have anything to do with people living together or
Yeah.
versus people just having sex? Those are two different things.
Yeah.
Facts. So and to piggyback on what you're saying, Kiyosha also says some people move in together sometimes for financial reasons. Two incomes are better than one. So
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you have two focused individuals
Yeah.
that know what they want out of life,
Yeah.
yes, it makes sense for them to move in together and they can start their family earlier before actually getting married. I know a lot of people that had kids prior to getting married and they still stuck together. Like it wasn't like they were just doing it just to do it. They actually had a plan versus okay, we just want to have sex and find an excuse to have sex.
I think the numbers of like those numbers in the US, I think is more of a cultural issue than a living together issue. Like the relationship people have with sex and like just relationships in general, like it's kind of like there's so much going on here that we kind of have to figure out what we want and how we want to navigate through these things. Some people are lost in the dark. They just do whatever and then they have babies with somebody that they don't even know and then
It's tragic.
they start to
They're stuck together.
So I see a comment Chica made, and I want us to talk about. This is just a general comment. Here's what she's saying. She likes her own space. She wants a break from this person. She wants a break from you every 6 days. So I need a place to go until I cannot escape when we're married. Right? So
That's a recipe for, that's a recipe
Can you
for
explain
disaster.
it?
so here's what she's saying. I understand what she's saying, meaning like she doesn't want to be with this person 24/7. She wants her space.
So what's she gonna do?
Well,
when
So
they
this is
get married?
exactly, and that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that's
She's right now she's not married. I get it. It makes sense. But that mindset going into marriage is what I'm worried about. And I want us to
She
talk
gonna be
about.
overwhelmed if it's like
She sounds like she
24/7.
don't really want to get married, to be honest.
Chica, do you want to get married?
but to be honest, it's not healthy for people to be around themselves.
And I was about to say that too.
Really?
I was about, no,
So
I was
then,
about
as
to-
a marriage, do you give yourself space like 6 days?
well, maybe that
Like,
season is a little too much, but I know for a fact, sometimes I know she needs like a good 2 hours of space. She doesn't want
Yeah.
disturbances and whatnot.
You go to work. You go and do something with your life.
But what if I want like the whole
But you still
weekend
come
away,
back.
like,
Yeah,
by
She'll be
myself?
okay when you come back.
Oh, okay. So
Like if I just want like a weekend away because I need space.
There's no.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
gotta get away
Yeah.
every weekend, we work during the week, and then you just going away every weekend because you
Yeah,
gotta
that's
get away.
too
That's
much.
not healthy.
Like once
that's-
every month.
Once a month.
Yeah.
that makes
I
sense.
think that's
I
what
like
It
my
depends on
You
your
like
partner.
your
Depends on your partner now.
it does.
You know that your partner is not going
Or
to.
is her escape from the person, or is it escape from life in
Yeah.
general? Because she
Well-
could do like a couples, like both of them just get
Actually,
away.
to be honest, people need, like he said, as human beings, I've also started noticing it now, and I'm pretty sure I used to be that way, but I just never knew. Because sometimes you just have you're just by yourself.
Yeah.
I actually like, sometimes I just like no noise, just me by myself,
Yeah.
no disturbance. I just want to just, I promise you, I'm not thinking about nothing.
Yes. You
I
need
just don't want that external anything. And it could be for like 5 minutes.
No,
Oh,
and I totally
Oh,
agree.
okay.
No, I'm just
yeah.
saying, it
No, I
could be
totally
for like
agree,
5
because
minutes
it's
and I'll
like-
be fine.
I think something that people probably know about, or if you don't know about, start practicing, is like every morning, we pray to God and we thank God, but literally, like, instead of praying sometimes, just be quiet. Like, don't hear your own voice. Just sit there in darkness for like 5 to 30 minutes, whatever feels comfortable for you, and try to just be as quiet as possible and just relax. Because it's the same thing. Because I think what it is if you don't give yourself that daily dosage every day, you're gonna get to a point like, oh shit, I gotta get the fuck away. Like, because you get to that point. But if you're giving yourself that daily dosage every day, I don't think it'll be as drastic. Because I do believe that you need that time to be by yourself and kind of like just hone in. It's like what's them Dragon Ball Z characters? We're gonna sit there and meditate and be in a different world. Yeah. It's actually real. It's really part of, and it's a spiritual practice, more than anything.
Meditation is
Because that's what it sounds like. Because everybody does need the time to get away, but you don't want it to be where it becomes unhealthy and it starts damaging the relationship. Like,
And I guess here's the beauty in that you're able to peep the game and know when this person actually needs, that moment alone.
Yeah.
And then you just let it. They just
and then,
do it.
and for Chica, I don't mean to be attacking you, Chica. It's very normal. It just sounded weird. I know she probably said some.
Let me give you her response.
All I want to say is I hope that she's communicating that to who she's with so that they really
Chica said
understand.
distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Log out.
Hey. Wow.
Oh my God. Yo, author says he gets that space alone in the restroom.
Wow. Yeah.
Just been wondering why are you in the bathroom for 1 hour?
I do that sometimes.
Chica also said that distance makes the heart grow fonder. She's right.
She is right.
We need that. It's healthy.
But not, like he said, not every weekend, literally. Like
Yeah,
every
true,
day you're going away, But I mean, I guess a healthy balance and whatnot. But there's one comment that I saw, and then we can jump to the next topic. Let's see. I think here says you never fully know somebody. People change with the seasons, and that's why people renew their vows after 7 to 10 years, because the person they married is not the same person that they're currently with.
Is that wrong?
True.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with
Like,
that.
I think it's a good thing.
Black Jupiter says, I feel
But
that when
if the
people
person
live
changed
together.
for the worst, then there's something wrong with it.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
That's an
No,
angle.
it's true. Because that also goes
Yeah.
to like you living with the person and you see their true colors. Like
They could change in a marriage even when you live together. Like stuff can happen.
exactly.
It's only God, eh?
Because
Just be prayerful because.
exactly.
Yes.
So many outside influences.
Don't let me start today,
you know?
guys.
No. Like, I think it's maturity. Maturity is a very big part because like, you have to be able to step back and just reflect and figure out what the problem is. Like, what is going on? How am I feeling? Am I feeling hurt? Am I exhausted?
Yeah.
Am I anxious? Like, what's going on? Have to ask yourself the right questions. It's not just, oh my God. I just feel like asking yourself the right questions and like just using maturity to just step back and figure things out would help anybody.
Okay.
Anybody.
Okay. I want to jump in this last comment because I don't want to, but I want to talk about it. But I want to bring it up. I don't want us to dwell on it. Kiosha says if we're talking about
You're on a roll. Come on, girl.
she says if we're talking about living together, there's a conversation that needs to be had, and also couples therapy. But all I want to say is this. With that statement, I'm not sure if she's talking about before marriage. And then if it's before marriage, my thing is this. Do people actually go to couples therapy and counseling? Would anybody be willing to do that if you know you're not married to this person?
Yeah.
I'd be willing to do that.
You will?
I think people should.
Yeah, I think couples
Yeah.
therapy is becoming a norm.
Boyfriend, girlfriend?
Yeah.
Couples therapy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you never know, you may learn so much about the person that you didn't even know. Because, like, I feel like not all men, but some men, it's hard for them to just take a while to open up and just explain, like, oh, this is what I'm going through. And sometimes it takes a therapist or counselor to sit them down and be like, hey, this is your issue, this is your problem. So, like, as a couple, you'll learn, like, oh, this is actually what he's been going through. This is why he's been acting this way. And then after that, you can see, like, can I deal with someone like this or whatever. I think it can help save, like, the marriage. Because there's some people that be engaged and then it's not a wedding after that. So it's just, you know, it's for the best.
Yeah, I think to balance it out too, like with the African way of life, you always have the family there to kind of like help. They're the therapist in a way. Or in the Western world, it's not as dominant. So you have couples therapy to help bring that back together. And I think also in the Western world, it's such a fast-paced life that we live in. We don't realize how much emotional trauma that we actually deal with as individuals, right? So when we come together as a couple, like my girl might be triggering me and she's trying to figure out what I do. Like she doesn't know what she's doing, but all I know is whatever you're doing is triggering me and I'm letting it out. So it's like when you go to couples therapy, you know, it kind of helps like find out what those issues are, because then you start finding out like the reasons why I'm upset has absolutely nothing to do with her, and vice versa. So I think it's pretty healthy.
People should go to individual therapy too before they get deeper into their relationships, which is why I think that period of singleness is so important for you to really, really get to know yourself and understand yourself, so that when you become, you know, one with another person, you don't start bringing up all this toxic trauma and stuff, you know?
Just at me,
That's a mistake that so many people make. You know, speaking from, you know, somebody who's been single for so long, I've been having to deal with my own shit, you know, and I just feel like it's preparing me for whenever God does bring my partner into my life, so that we can be on the same page and I can know, like, okay, I understand myself. This is coming from a place of love, not like my trauma, you know? So, yeah.
You know what? Sorry. Like, I really feel like I need to say this. So, like, I got in a relationship with my wife, like, in 2016. And she brought so many things to light. I can't even explain to you. Like, I had no idea. I was so traumatized until she... until like she started asking me some questions. Like she would like really like ask me questions until I answer, and it's like those answers like really scared me, and I had to go back into myself and be like, damn, like I didn't know that was there. You know, so like sometimes again, the right person will do the right things.
Thank you.
That's true.
A more healed person who has explored.
Hey, niggas in the comments talking about that's me, y'all. Oh my God, she said that's me, y'all. Good job.
Good job.
Coming over after this.
Oh man. Okay. Let's jump to the next one. That was good conversations. I like that. That was good conversations.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, before we jump to the next subject, I'm a marriage counselor, just so you know.
Oh, for real?
Really?
Oh, I thought you said you
Since
did
when?
nothing.
That's a
I could have sworn you said you did nothing.
Well, you know, I'm a woman. I'm allowed to change my mind.
Wait. You're a marriage counselor.
Yeah.
Seriously? What? No, don't joke, please. Don't
She
joke.
is.
I'm not joking.
Okay.
Are you married?
What, in South
No, I'm
Africa or
not
here?
married. Well, I can still do it here.
Being a marriage counselor, you want to stay single?
Yo. No, are you serious? Are you serious?
No,
I
I'm
have
really
the outside
serious.
perspective.
When?
Okay.
Oh, I'll tell you after this.
I don't believe this girl. All right, let's go.
Just like I say, y'all are triplets, liars.
Oh, we are.
Okay, moving on. Moving on. Next
Don't worry, I
topic.
believe you.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
All right, so let's jump to the next one, right? So here's how this one goes. This lady says she asked her boyfriend why he deleted his social media accounts, and here's what he said. He said, "I have no interest. I have everything I want. I have a good, amazing, super sexy, beautiful girlfriend. I have work. I have income and stability. I have a good career plan. I just don't want to be bothered. Social media is for entertainment. I am fully entertained. All I need is you, my mama, and my sisters. My life is set." Do y'all think
Right.
he's cheating?
No.
No.
What the hell?
Yes.
That's stupid.
He had
Niggas
some-
cheat at the gas station. Why the fuck would
exactly, like,
he?
he
That's
did.
stupid.
You don't
No,
need social media
just
for
because
that.
he doesn't want a social media doesn't mean he's cheating. Like my brother deleted his social media.
All right, so between the two of y'all, why do you think he's cheating?
This girl is crip walking.
Listen,
That is so
men
stupid.
don't need a reason to cheat, okay?
Yeah.
No social media, it makes it easier for him to be a free man. He can have you, he can have his side bitch, and we can all be a happy
He could do that on
family.
social media.
You know?
He could fuck a bitch at Barnes and Nobles, the gas station, and still be on Instagram popping. It doesn't. If a man's gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. Like he doesn't need social media. This
I mean, you know what, like, you know what, Taylor, like, I don't want to, like, that actually is an angle. I'm not gonna lie, that's an angle. That's an angle.
Yeah.
Don't need a reason.
But you know what, like, some people are like, some people are emotionally aware of what social media does.
Yeah.
And they just don't want to be involved in that. Like, it's like asking J. Cole why he doesn't want to be, like, involve
True,
himself in
true.
social media. He knows the like, how much, like, the mental stress it causes him. So,
Even if he like one picture, it'll just be end.
Right,
Like
mental
just
health.
don't. It,
like, do you know how hard
No.
if I show you
This
my
is sugar
explore page,
mess.
but you hard.
But you literally just said,
What's hard?
you
Like,
literally
it's hard for you to, like, stay away from this content.
From big booty girls?
Yes, but
On
yeah, look,
social
look,
media.
but my explore page is good. It's comedy, soccer, animals. Because,
Okay.
like, I actually went to. I'm like, no. This is too much.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm happy. Shout out to you, Neka. You know.
Yo, so, but I guess my question to you is, you're saying that niggas can cheat, whatever,
Yeah.
but same thing, you're saying on social media that, so he goes away from social media, he can still do it in real life. That's what
yeah,
you're
they can
saying.
cheat regardless. I think people just look at social media like, oh my god, he's liking these pictures. So what if he likes all men? Now you're gonna think he's gay. Like which one is it? Like I don't understand. Because it's just like
just
it
stick
just
to
doesn't
comedy
make
and sports.
sense. Because now it's like, oh, he
like
liking all these
ESPN
niggas' pages. I think he gay. Like wait.
That might be a red flag that you might need to look out for too, though.
Oh my
sis.
gosh,
liking
no,
It's
man.
a possibility
No.
now. You have to pay attention to all
But
angles.
people delete social media for their own reasons.
Okay, let me
They
ask
look
you
for their own
so,
privacy.
let me ask you this. So if, this is for the ladies. If y'all go out somewhere and a guy's trying to talk to you, and he's like, yo, let me get your number. You're like, okay, well, let's exchange. Because nowadays, this is what happens. Let's exchange Instagrams. And he's like, oh, I don't have an Instagram. Is that a red flag for y'all?
No.
Sometimes
For some people it is a red flag.
Some
Not
people
for me,
they
I
have
don't care.
Snapchat.
it depends on the person because
Or
like
they have no social
Now,
media?
Snapchat is a red flag.
Snapchat's a red flag.
It
But
is.
what if he has no social media and he just wants
Sometimes
to know?
That's-
I like
that's
it
fine.
because that shows
Okay.
you're business
That's
minded,
weird.
you're doing what you need to do, but then sometimes it
Yeah.
might be also a sign like, oh, he might be a serial killer. You know, like you
Well,
have to like
This first 48 stuff y'all using, man.
you
I
have
don't
to
know.
listen. Yeah, in real life.
If he doesn't have
crazy.
social media and he uses a flip phone,
But
that's
some
a red
people
flag
just
too.
don't like that.
Yeah. Why you
That's
taking your trap phone on a
A
date?
flip phone, no, that's a trap phone. Now we know that.
So
Yeah.
let's go back to what you said though. You said, so if he has no social media, automatically in your mind you're like, okay, this guy is an organized person, he's business minded. Those are the things that come to mind.
Sometimes I like it. Like if I go to, but it's even better. Like if I go to your social media page and you have like 100 followers, amazing. That means that you're not like caught up in the hype. You're not full of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
human social butterfly.
That man would be
I
cheating
like
with his
that.
landlord. Man, come on. I'm just not with it.
So if you meet a guy and he has like 100,000
Oh, hell no.
followers,
That's even a flag.
that's a red flag
Hell
for you.
no.
Even with 5 followers, it's a red
Flag.
flag. I don't care.
Okay.
2 followers.
So you just said men in general are
It just
red
depends
flags.
on the guy. It's
Got it.
yeah.
As long as he's alive,
It doesn't take
As long as he's
social
doing it
media to
But here's the
know.
thing. Well, here's the thing. I hear what
Like-
you're saying. You're saying even if he doesn't have social media, he's
Yeah.
probably cheating. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. He has social media. Maybe you might be able to peep game and know better before anything. You see what I'm saying?
No.
No, here's the thing.
Okay.
Because I've noticed that most people, and of course, we're in the social media age, right? So I've noticed that most people, like he asked, if a guy doesn't have a social media, most women are looking at that as a red flag. Trust me, it's not no. Oh no, it's not. No, most people are looking at it as a red flag
It's
just
weird.
because of the fact that they can't even go back and check on this guy and look at him and see what's up with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
we can.
Yeah.
They're looking
But
at it as a
some
red flag
people do
already.
it mentally. Because I know my brother, he doesn't have one because that should
Your brother's
it's like,
married. He gone.
Okay, no, before that. But it's like, because for him, he felt like it wasn't given no purpose. Like, he felt like it was just like shit that you see every day. So he's like, it's not making me
How old's your
do
brother?
anything. He's like, I stopped counting after 30, but.
So he's is he in a
So we talk about age
relationship? Is he in a
range?
relationship?
Yeah.
He is in a
Married with
relationship.
children, right?
Yeah, because believe it or not, like men don't peak till they are 30. Men don't
That's
start
believable.
understanding things till
That's
they
very
are 30.
believable.
Does his wife have social media?
His wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. But he does a business, like, so he doesn't really use social media because he just feel like it's that, and then he feels like it's easy to compare contracts. So you never know why someone's purpose is, because some people delete it because that shit makes them
Right.
down.
And
Makes
I
them,
get that point.
that
Right?
could
If
be
somebody's taking away social media for that reason, yeah,
Yeah.
go walk yourself, go fix yourself. Whatever.
And it's like you never
But
know.
but the truth about it is, we're in a social media age. You have a business, you have a whatever. You need social media at some point to boost your business, to help your business, to market your business. So, I mean, I get what somebody wants to just say, I'm done with social media. But when it comes to this relationship stuff, I know that it could help women to figure stuff out about somebody. If they just want to go and snoop and know about someone before they even go on that first date.
Yep.
Y'all be doing that. I'm saying,
Of
But it's
course.
also, I'm seeing,
That's a lot of
I'm
work.
seeing a danger with social media, not in the sense of business, but in the sense of like
Mental.
personal relationships
Oh, facts.
and
Yes.
mental stability. Because it's like, yo, if you, so I grew up in the days where social media did not exist, and I got to see the introduction of social media and then see where we are right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like I could, what am I trying to say?
Understand.
I could operate without social media because I've been there, I lived it, it can't make break me. The other day, or was it last week or 2 weeks ago when Instagram was shut down and all of this, people were panicking and this, that, whatever. It's like, yo, what are y'all gonna do when, not when, but if that was the reality? Like all of a sudden there's no social media. Like how would y'all adjust to it? You have to start thinking about that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with social media. Social media has a lot of great things and options for people in their lives, but I think people should be careful when it comes to like relationships. Like if you can meet somebody that can operate without it, get to know that person without it, and just learn to trust. There's nothing wrong with being like, okay, you know what? I don't need to snoop around. Let me just enjoy this person and learn to trust. Because if you have to live your life through social media and try to understand who somebody is through social media, you're kind of like setting yourself up for failure. in a way.
Yeah.
I even do.
And then it could be false
Like,
snooping.
You say what?
I say I even do background check.
You do background checks?
Come
As
on.
you should.
What else?
Because
You bake too? Like,
This girl
what
here.
else you do?
I'm trying to let you know. You don't be looking. These people are crazy. Okay? You gotta
I do background checks for a living.
Oh, you do?
Yes,
Okay,
girl.
good.
Yes, I do.
You
You
need
need a job. I'm the
I'm
one.
coming to you.
It's gay.
If I need my
I'm gonna run through this comments real quick. Oh man, okay, so Kiyoshi says, why does social media have to know your every move? Let me track back. Black Jigger says if he's cheating.
That's my friend too.
Oh, for real?
Come
You got all the
on.
friends. Okay, she says if he's cheating, you have some traumas to deal with. If you think he's cheating, you have some traumas to deal. In response to the post, she's saying if the lady thinks that he's cheating, then she has some traumas to deal
Yeah,
with
definitely.
herself.
Yeah.
Lorena says honestly,
No.
not everybody cares about social media.
Yeah, it's true. Not everyone cares.
Author says if he was born in the 2000s, he's definitely cheating.
Yeah.
2000s, right? Where we've all
That's
been
what
in the
I'm
90s.
saying.
No, because here's the other part to that comment. These Gen Z people cannot live without the internet.
Oh,
Okay.
true. Okay.
Yeah, they don't
And
know
that's
what
what's
life
scary.
without
Yeah,
What are they
that's
gonna
true.
do without the internet? Like, how are they gonna adjust if, let's say, the internet was just shut down? Like, that's
Yeah.
a real dangerous type
That
of thing.
is-
Have you guys heard of the Facebook whistleblower? The lady that worked for them?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What
like,
happened?
And so basically, she
Just check it
basically
out.
released, she not just released, she went to the public and
Yeah,
talked
she
about how Facebook was deliberately targeting the ads towards minors and all that.
Oh.
Like their engagement was like young teenage girls.
What?
Yeah.
On the Facebook.
And there's
These say,
That's
these
weird. I
says,
thought Facebook is for old people.
oh no.
Um,
Maybe if he used it, maybe if he used to be.
What? I'm not old.
listen,
you just casted your age.
listen.
I mean, on that.
Demographic on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't like to go over there too much. It's ghetto.
Right, but I guess from the comments, everybody agrees that it's okay for people to take up the social media, but at the same time too, some people are saying that if you don't have at least one form of social media, then it's a little, in today's day or whatnot.
I can understand the perspective.
And then D also says that some people just aren't the social media type of folks.
Let me ask you this.
And she doesn't think it's a red
While
flag.
we're still on it, do you think it's more people in the world on social media versus
Yes.
Yes.
offline?
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
That's why it's weird because people who are not on social media are in the minority because it's become a social norm.
But
now.
that's how they make their paper. Everybody's making money off of social media.
How much? How many people are on Facebook? That's how they do. It's in the billions.
All of Gen X is on
It's in
Facebook.
the billions.
How many people on the planet?
They're like
Billions.
8 or 9.
There's a billion people on TikTok. I'm sure you don't even go
That
on
part.
TikTok
That's addicting. I
Nah, I don't
really
like that.
because you said you're from the generation that does it. So I would just assume
Yeah, I'm
you
not on
don't
TikTok.
explore.
All I got is
TikTok.
Instagram.
know.
All right, let's jump into this topic. We might spend some time on this one. So these are a bunch of statements that I came across. I was like, look, this is something that we guys should talk about and see if these are actually true or whatnot, or if we don't disagree, if we agree or disagree with them. Let's talk about the reasons why. And it's 4 comments. Here is how they go. Men control access to marriage. Women control access to sex. Men do not place value on sex as much as women do. Men care about respect more than love. Let's talk about
You started.
I have to say I agree. with
Men-
that statement.
men control
So
access
right
to
now.
marriage. That kind of rubs me off the wrong way.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, but it's
What-
true. Men do
what'd you
control
say?
access to marriage.
It rubs me off the wrong way because
As long as women are saying that they would rather eat, what's some nasty shit?
Grass.
They'd rather eat shit than get on their knees and
For
propose
what?
to
I
a
can't even
man.
tie my shoe without getting out of breath. That's
So I'm
just
saying,
a
like,
breakdown. Like,
As long as women have that, listen.
down,
As
man.
long as women have that
Damn.
mentality, men will
I
always
will grow
have
old.
the control.
Do not ever
Never.
propose to a
Seriously.
man.
Never.
I will mop
Okay,
the
I'll
so-
take that L.
So
Sure.
that's a true fact.
Let's
Right.
hear-
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
let's hear from the marriage counselor.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
What you got? What you got?
You should have waited for the red light to go off.
Ooh, I made a whole YouTube video about
Okay,
why I'm not proposing to a man. So this is a great
Nah.
conversation.
I think maybe men they do have access to control marriage because we can ask ourselves to marry a guy. Like, will you marry me? The guy actually asks us to, will you marry me? Then we say yes. And if they don't ask us, that means we don't get married.
Yeah.
So they have access to it.
To
So-
women with sense. Yes.
Yeah.
So
You just gotta
So
take
what
that
do you
L.
think about women asking men to
I will
get
die on
married?
this hill.
I'll count them.
That screams desperation.
Desperate. You are lowering the value of yourself.
Yeah.
You're making us look bad.
Exactly.
As a whole.
As a
Why would
whole.
you do
But
that?
It's just saying
So why?
I'm
like,
giving.
wait,
I
so
don't
like
have
why?
patience.
Because let me understand
Because
something.
9 times out of 10, he's
Cause he's not
gonna
ready.
work. And
But
then
just
you're gonna
imagine
make
a
him
guy
mad.
like yes, like
Exactly.
he's looking.
It's gonna
yes.
emasculate you.
Okay, so
and
let me
you're
ask you
gonna
this.
have problems
So-
down the line.
So it's not the fact that the woman is asking, it's who she's asking. Because
Yeah.
women and
Women.
yeah, and
Well,
women,
yes.
women.
So
Yeah.
I'm talking about traditional heterosexual men, heterosexual women
Yeah.
who view men as dominant and themselves.
Cause I'd rather have my man be
Okay,
ready.
so
than
what so what if you're a feminist? Do you still believe in those values?
Those
I
women
don't
probably
know.
don't.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I'm not a
You
feminist.
don't?
Okay.
Nah, no, trust
I'm
me, they
not
do.
a
They
feminist.
still want a man to do all that in the end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just feel like men should do the manning, women should do the women.
Yeah.
And that's it.
We said the
Men
men
should do the
The
manning?
manning
Yup.
and women
She
should.
explained.
Did you make up that
I
word?
think if
This
it's
is
That's the word, like,
South
if you
African
tweet
lingo.
it.
if you tweet that,
The men and the women.
Men should do
No,
the
I
manning.
understood exactly what you said. I
like
understood
it's
exactly
very
what you
it's,
said.
But it's also how we're raised. Like we're brought up that way of what a man should do.
True.
The men-
So if
that's
that's
it,
how
like,
we're brought
I feel
up,
like
we don't
we're just
anyway.
following dead people's rules. Like
Dead
what are we
people.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
If you like somebody,
Blame our father then. That's how he taught us.
Okay,
Like,
if you
so
like
we don't know
somebody, at
anyway.
least you guys should have the discussion and be like, how far now, bros? This your swag be doing it somehow.
I know facts.
You understand?
you saying like your homeboys and your wife's homegirls wouldn't have looked at y'all crazy if she would have got down on one knee and
So,
proposed?
if your wife would have proposed to you, would you be like, yes?
Yeah, so for that woman, yes.
Okay.
No, I mean,
What do you
if I
mean?
like
Like-
somebody, I will tell you that I like you.
Because
But I won't
because
go to an
what's
extent of say, will you marry me?
Yeah.
You guys
No,
at least
I'll
have
ask
a
you. I just think
discussion.
it's
Are we
So
getting
different.
married or not?
So,
Stuff like, do you understand stuff like
Yeah,
that?
I'll
I buy my own
And then
ring.
you be like, oh, okay, you want to marry me
Uh-huh.
too? Okay, alright, let's marry.
Exactly.
now let's look at this. Listen to this comment real quick. Chica says, well, Chica says she's gonna ask him about, she'll marry
Oh,
him.
she
Gonna
did?
ask
She will. She's fine with doing that. But
She'll get down
in
on one
response to
knee.
what you said that you basically said something to the lines of it could, like, if a woman proposes, it could take away her worth or whatnot.
Yes.
And but Chica's saying his willingness to marry you has nothing to do with your worth. You are worthy regardless.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I'm still not doing it.
It's that pride. It won't let me. It won't
It's
let
cool,
me.
it's cool. I mean, everybody, I mean, it's cool.
All right. So I mean, I guess
It's
the
good that people have
consensus
preferences.
from
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, men
Yeah.
do control access. to
Yeah.
marriage.
Men control
Yeah,
access to
they
marriage.
do.
All right,
Yeah.
They
let's,
do.
let's go to the
We
next
live
one.
in a patriarchal society.
Now, women control access to
What is
sex.
the other part of that?
Yeah.
sentence?
Women-
There's something I wanted to say.
Which one?
There's another. There's, in that question you asked, there's a second part to it.
Oh, the
Yeah,
men
we need to
control
talk
access to
about
marriage.
that.
And then
No,
the
no, no.
women
And
controlling
women
access
control
to
access to
sex.
sex.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
I
that.
mean,
We need to
yeah,
talk
I mean,
about
we
that.
kind of do because if I don't want to have
No,
sex,
we
absolutely
if I say
do.
no, we're not gonna do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything outside the woman consenting is rape.
Yep.
That
It's
is
true
right.
now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, I
it's
totally
true.
agree. But then there's another side. As a man, if the sex is really, really good and she just wants it from you, at that point you have control.
So yeah, men
As long as
also
you have
yeah.
self-control and she's wanting it from you and that's who she wants it from, as a man, you have control. Now,
Yeah,
if
only
you-
on that part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm
if
just
you
saying
don't
that's the
want
flip
it,
side.
then we're not gonna take it personal.
Yeah.
We move.
Well, we are fucking. If I said come, drop it. I don't care. If you are tired, wake up, Joe. We are fucking. What consent? I better drop
He
it.
says, wake up.
Drop it. Wake up.
Do you want rice?
It's I don't care if it's 4 a.m. Wake up. Wake up. I'll cook for you.
Yeah.
You better wake it up. I'll wake it up. It's fine. We're fucking. I don't care.
Okay. So let's
Period.
okay.
I don't care.
Okay. Let's come back.
Alright.
Okay, let's come back.
This alcohol, man.
I like your
I told you guys.
I told you so.
I'm feeling this.
I like your
You're gonna see
energy.
yourself as
But here's the thing,
Okay.
though.
It's okay.
I do agree with what John said, though. In that, with that alone, and yeah, women don't control access to sex because
We don't?
you do not.
Why?
Because there's sometimes where I have the power to say no too, and you,
Well, but if you say no, I'm gonna be mad, and you don't want me to be mad.
and that's fine because I'm not in the moment.
You
right
feel
now.
bad that you're mad. You're like, my baby's mad. Okay.
Yeah, let me
Then you
do
feel bad.
No,
Who likes sex? Nobody wants to sex.
Yeah.
Are you saying that pussy does not hold the power? Is that what you're saying?
that's what we're saying.
So if I just don't pounce on your face in the middle of the
This is
night,
some
you won't feel
2021
bad.
stuff because I don't.
Come
I
on.
don't know what the hell he's
If you
talking
wake
about.
up to pussy in your face, you be like,
You
alright,
exactly.
alright.
Listen. So you know what I'm hearing right now? You guys, all I'm hearing is
Me, I'll be like, what are you doing in my
Thank
house?
Yeah. That a man has no self-control.
Exactly.
Right?
What,
Yeah.
all I'm hearing right now is
Yeah.
men have no self-control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard that yesterday, and that's very
Well,
tough.
That's
Right.
No, let's be honest. Let's
I mean,
go,
they
come on,
do,
let's be,
but
let's
I
be
feel like
serious.
they'll feel bad eventually.
No, but here's the thing. Let's be serious. We do have self-control. Because what all I'm hearing right now is, oh, once I drop it, he's down. No.
Yeah.
No.
Show me a man.
No.
Because then I
He's probably a
Men
man
are
that...
easy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All you gotta do is drop it. They on site. They on site.
You know, it's kind of interesting because there's two sides to this in terms of women. I've heard women say men are easy, and they want men to not be easy. They want to have a man that they can trust. They want a man that's strong. They want a man that's a man. Well, what it means to be a man and be a leader is to have self-control. So if you cannot handle being with a man that's a man that knows how to have self-control and keep his mind focused, then you don't really want a man. You want somebody that is causing the headache here and there. So you have to decide as a woman, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you see what I'm saying? Because,
A
no,
man.
seriously, if
Like-
you want a man, you want a real man. Then you want somebody that has self-control. You want somebody that knows what they need at that moment. And sometimes it's not sex. And let's go back. Sex, I saw this on social media the other day too, which I'm not saying this is a fact, but it's interesting. Sex isn't really about penetration. There's more to sex. There's
that's
the
true.
cuddling, there's the conversation,
But
there's
that
the... Say what? No, it can lead to that. It can lead to that, but there's many...
No, because look, if they can call something oral sex, anal sex, something can be called phone sex, right?
It's
No, I see what you're
so
saying.
it doesn't have
I
to
got
be,
you.
oh yeah, let's just
I got you.
That's
pump in
intimacy. It's levels
Yeah.
to intimacy
Yeah.
though. Because some people we just want to bang, bang, bang and get out my face. I want to talk to you. I want to cuddle with you.
It's ruthless.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, it's levels to intimacy. You have to actually like a person to want to sit and cuddle and talk and pillow talk, you know? So, I'm just saying, there's levels to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so are we agreeing that women control access to sex?
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
I feel like that was
Just
just us
because.
that said that.
Okay, so okay.
But
Let
the
me
fact
say
that
this.
y'all think
No,
that,
No, but I was just showing you
That's a
a different
problem.
side to it.
Check
It's
this out.
actually
I wanna know
absurd to
why.
think that men control anything in the house.
No, listen. But
You never jump. They are the ones that plan for you. It's not
I'm
you.
like-
You are just the one you just, hey, what's up, baby? You see, they allowed you to come and talk to them.
Okay. He has the right idea.
That's true.
He has the right idea.
They are the ones
Well,
that
and
control
to
so
you.
here's the thing.
Anything
I like the idea. He backed it up with consent.
Yeah.
When you back it up with consent, I have nothing else to say.
Mhm.
That's facts. But let's just for a moment take that consent out of it. Let's talk about the desire to have sex and the desire not to have sex. You don't control access.
Yeah, it's true.
What are you saying?
I'm confused.
Why are you confused?
No. You're right because, like, I mean, statistically, if we want to bring out statistics, women are always horny.
Don't y'all wake up hard in the morning? Like, I don't understand.
It's not that one is a
No.
natural
I
phenomenon.
feel like men are more hornier
Men
than
are
women.
always horny.
They're more
though.
hornier than
Like,
women.
yes.
Always.
They're more
The
No,
horny.
reason why you
again-
go on a date with a woman is because you're horny. You
No,
wanna have
no,
sex
no,
with
no,
her.
no, 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 let's not do
No,
that.
it's like,
No,
how do you know
no.
it's for vibes?
Is this what you think?
It's for vibes.
You wouldn't go on a date with a woman if you didn't want to have sex with
How
her.
do you know?
Because why would you spend
Don't they always
time-
ask for sex after they
What?
pay?
Exactly.
They do.
So-
Some. Okay, some.
Okay, check this out.
No, this is real life. This is
Let's
real
have-
life.
Guys,
It happened to us.
let's have the conversation.
Uh-huh.
Who's the hornier one?
Men. Done. Next
Men.
topic. What?
Sir.
Men always.
Men.
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 Y'all
But we're speaking
From
from
your
personal
brain.
experiences.
Y'all
Like this shit.
Vagina is at the front of your
It's
brain.
Even when they go to the club.
Even that's how I feel about
Why?
women. It's just-
Anywhere.
It's penis as yeah.
That's so true. That's so true.
It's just
Like,
It's
you
not
go on
true.
Yeah, it's
That's
not.
true.
Because
Because
sometimes you
listen,
go
we
on
have
a
other
date.
ways.
Marriage counselor, come on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so talking from experience, I went on a date with a guy. I've met him on dating site, and then this is the first time.
Was it Tinder?
No judging.
Right,
No, it
no
was
judging.
Bumble.
Bumble.
Yeah. Bumble is better.
Okay.
Alright, so I met this guy,
Bumble is guaranteed.
and this.
Not it's better. It's
Let her
better.
finish. Sorry.
I went on a date with this guy, and everything he said, the conversation, it was just like a sexual conversation. And this is the first time I'm meeting the guy. I mean, we don't know each other. This is the first time we're meeting in person. The guy is just being sexual, and the next thing he was like, "Oh, can you come and sit next to me? Because I want you to feel my manhood."
Oh no.
Okay, you know where you
Red
went wrong?
flag.
Yeah.
You met him on a site, on a
I
dating
know.
site.
Yes, that's
So-
No, then I got a story.
No,
Then I
no,
got a
okay.
story.
He sounds
We
like a
talking about
freak,
no.
honestly.
Okay,
I met a guy at a wedding. Did the same thing.
Yeah,
First
people
of all,
go
I'm
to
gonna-
weddings to find other people to, you
In
know.
a
I don't think it matters where you meet people.
That's
If
what I'm
someone is
saying,
just
like,
horny, they're
guys,
horny. Like,
they
they're just weird.
sexualize
And like, you give their
everything.
address
Yeah.
too fast. That could be a murder. Like, you giving up your
Exactly.
address.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this so and so, here's my address, come through.
I have a fake
I mean-
number.
I think it's something wrong
I
with
mean,
that
that's
shit.
shit.
Like,
So that means guys are always horny,
Well,
right?
That was just one.
No,
That was
that's just one. But
It's because women are like more. You guys are more like. You guys have the ability to like just kind of separate it
act
for a
like
second.
that.
Yes.
Right.
For a second.
We can compartmentalize.
Men, we don't have like the dangers you guys have.
Exactly.
Like you guys can
And the
get
thing is
pregnant,
this,
you
like,
guys can
women
have
have a
STDs,
different language.
you guys can die.
Women, women have women have a different
wait a
language.
minute.
Hold on. Y'all can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Women have a different language when it comes to them being horny. I think with men we're a little bit more like
Yes,
this,
Aggressive.
we horny.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. With women, they have a different language that only they can understand.
Yes, yeah.
So they try to make it seem like we're the ones that's always,
Yes.
but it's them.
The way this death is coming, are you guys okay?
Okay, check
You
this
know
out.
they didn't say no, right?
I mean,
They didn't say no.
Yeah, y'all
I'm not
didn't say
trying to.
no.
I'm
So.
not trying to.
If
be
a woman is
disrespectful.
horny and she's coming on to you, you know it. Right?
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. What he just said is, you guys not, especially if you don't know this person just yet. You're not gonna come out
Okay.
front and be like, boom.
Oh.
You're gonna hide it. But as a man, like she said, and that's a stupid man. I'm sorry.
He
you
is.
just met him.
He was.
No, because you just met him. You can do that for me. He's talking about feeling.
Man,
who
we
does?
all been
Nah,
You just met the
You
dude.
need to report him.
That's the day when
You just met him, so that's
Okay.
a different thing. But I see how as men, yeah, men are upfront with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when it comes to y'all, you guys are not upfront. You'll be
Okay.
upfront when you know him
Okay,
very
I
well.
understand.
Yeah,
I understand
yeah.
what you're saying. Like, motivations are different. Like, for men, y'all could just be horny and want to fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Women, we need to be invested emotionally. We need to have time taken. Like,
Then
Yeah.
before you know it,
What was that?
Come back.
Brown? What was that?
So I've seen a couple of comments here I want us to talk
Oh
about.
my god.
you guys know it's true.
I mean, I can't lie. Like, you know, once you feeling somebody,
It's like, whoa, who's this?
Yo, why you keep storing?
It was the wrong. What was that? Was that a demon coming out of there?
Call it what you want.
Oh my god.
that's a different topic for them.
Oh my god.
Now let's keep going. This is the conversations. There's two comments in here I want us to talk about. But before I jump, I want us to talk about the others because they're kind of talking about all the 4 topics in general. Next one. Men do not place value on sex as much as women do.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, I kind of see what you mean, cause like going back to like men can just have sex with whatever and not feel anything, but women we get more emotionally attached. Some of them don't. Not all women, but you know, once we find good sex, especially, that's when it gets toxic. You know, because
Yeah.
we want that
You
sex
don't want to leave.
forever.
And then we
You
have
know.
You don't want to leave.
Why you acting weird?
Why you being weird to me?
Oh my god.
Yeah. So,
Just be there cooking. Hey.
right.
And then in the kitchen. Let your door
So we do agree.
Sorry.
Men don't place that much value on sex.
Agreed.
I want to say this though. After marriage, it's a little different. Because at that point, it's like the value I'm placing in is is she okay? You know, is this just and we going now? We want to feel something, right? Connection. So I place value on it. No, I'm being serious.
Okay,
I don't know why
yeah,
you're
that's
laughing.
good. No,
No, and again, like I
it's
said,
not
after
cool.
marriage.
I said it.
After marriage.
After marriage.
After marriage, that makes
Wasn't you
sense.
that talked about like just like men just wanting to just have sex? Like men can have sex with anything. It's just like they just want to bust that nut. And
Exactly.
like that's it. Like
Yeah.
that post nut clarity is just what they're looking for.
Yeah.
But like for women is like you said, is an investment. So like I think it's more on that. But if you are married, you should be you know, like that's you
There needs to be
you are doing
something.
oh my god.
No, that's facts though, because at that point it's like, where is the enjoyment? Because like you say, yes, men do want to just bust a nut and be done, and in the same way, women also want to feel something and be done.
Yeah.
Whatnot. But yes, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Because sometimes if a guy don't do it right, you start crying.
So what you're saying
Not
is
crying.
like the
Yeah,
sex.
y'all do.
You talking about in a relationship or just a one-time shit?
regardless.
So in
No,
marriage,
ouch.
it's not as
We
selfish.
hear it on the internet.
Before marriage, it's like it's selfish acts, but then in marriage,
Again, not
it's not.
necessarily. Who's saying something?
You get kicked out of my house.
What's going on?
They'll speak to you again.
If he's not doing
Okay,
it right.
anyway.
That's when you just leave in the middle of the night when he's sleeping. If it's just trash.
Or if you're here, you can go. I would tell you get up. And
No, but all I'm saying with that is I'm not necessarily saying that before marriage that it's just whatever you're not trying to do it right. But I'm just going piggyback on what you guys were saying. I may just want to get that post whatever and be done, and women just want to blah blah and be done. I'm saying before marriage it could also be. It could not. It doesn't have to be that too. But I'm saying, but after marriage though, it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Just want to be done because
Yeah.
at that point,
Because you want to make love to that person.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
You want to caress and talk to
You know what I'm saying.
Oh, leash me here.
This reminds me of like 90s R&B versus today's R&B.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a little bit more like I want to make love and
Yeah.
make you happy and this is beautiful and now it's
Bang bang bang.
Yeah.
Do that thing. Be out.
All right, let's jump on the last one. Everybody agrees on that? I mean, well, with that one, men do not place a value on sex as much as women do.
I see both sides on that one. Like
I could see both sides, but
Explain. I would like
no,
to.
what he just said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that's one
because
side.
men do place value. I know I place value.
Yeah, because let's go.
Okay.
Men want sex.
And then somebody made a comment talking
All
about
the
men
time.
can sleep with
As much-
anything. Like
as much as
we have to change that narrative.
That men can what?
Sleep with anything.
Oh.
That's a little bit more sad.
Yeah.
Too sad.
They got standards now.
Who has it? Men?
Yeah. They don't sleep with everything.
Let's
No,
jump on.
don't get me wrong.
So-
I'm so sorry. Don't get me wrong. Like women too be sleeping with anything.
No. Here's the thing. That's what I want us to do. I want us to talk about all
Women
four, and then
too.
we're gonna jump to the
What are you
comments.
talking about?
There's a
You
lot
see
of
some
stuff
of
going in
these
the
men.
comments.
Okay.
So we're gonna use the end of the.
But what's that dig like? Not the face. Okay, what's the next topic?
Let's talk about
Hey,
this
no,
last
hey,
It's the same thing. Same goes for the pussy.
Hey.
Same thing goes for the pussy.
one. What'd you say?
Wait, what's wrong with this one? Are you okay? You need to
He
cancel.
could look like Shrek with that pipe.
Take
Oh,
that.
turn off the lights. Open me down, Shrek. Damn. He ugly, but that did good.
Savage.
Oh, okay. Cause I'm calling at 3 a.m. What's up? All right.
Oh my goodness.
You see, I'm you see why magic cuties.
All right, let's talk about this last one, and then I want us to jump in the comments because there's a lot of
Yeah, it's
conversations
about it.
happening in the comments. I want us to talk about them.
Okay.
So, but let's look at this last one real quick. Men care about respect more than love.
Yeah,
Well,
especially
I
in
agree.
Germany.
As a marriage counselor, according to the Bible, this Bible says women should respect your man, men should love your wife.
Oh, okay, come on.
Yes, man. Yeah, like
Come
These people
on.
not out here living by the Bible standards. So I think that men value respect, especially from their peers, more than they do love. That's my piece.
So what about with their spouse or with their partner?
So if we can get to that point of marriage, that's a whole different level, you know.
Girlfriend.
Um,
You don't think men respect their girlfriend? They
It
don't value
depends, because some men just have girls for placeholders while they just go figure their shit out and be dragging this poor woman along for 10 years at a time.
I think the quicker a woman realizes
Exactly.
that
So
a man,
what about the
a
woman?
man
Like
wants
she didn't know that she was
respect,
getting
I
drunk.
think the quick, and this is prior to marriage, the quicker, when you're dating a man as women, the quicker you realize that the man wants respect, even if the man doesn't know that he wants respect more than love, the quicker a woman realizes that, the better that relationship can go. Not saying it will last in marriage, I mean, it will lead to marriage, but I think it'll be a healthier type of relationship, because I know I see a lot of relationships where a lot of young females don't respect who they're with. So it's like, why are you spending time with this person? Y'all sitting there arguing all the time, can't come together to do something, or you think he's cheating, or maybe he is cheating, or he thinks she's cheating, and maybe she is cheating. Like, the quicker we can realize that respect is very, very important, then maybe people can have healthier relationships prior to marriage. Because I think it's definitely true. Like, we want love. We can always get love from our parents and our family and all of that. We already got it. We still
Yeah.
desire it.
Yeah.
But respect is so much more important to us.
But the thing about it is, and Barita just literally took the word out of my mouth. Is like, I don't think you can have respect if there's no love, or you can't have love if there's no. You know, it's
Yeah. Interchanges.
Because
Yeah.
I'm the type of person. Literally, if I'm feeling, everybody is that way. If you're feeling the type of way and somebody says something that upsets you, you don't necessarily feel that particular other way in that moment. You know, so it's like, oh, I know I love you, I want you, but when you fight, you're like, right now, don't talk to me.
Because there's this thing women be saying now is, now who apply pressure we go follow.
That point.
That's just it, like, is who is showing you love in your love language. It's like, oh, this person is intriguing. Okay.
Yeah.
You wake up one day and I'm like, oh, I've not heard from this person. You know, it just happens like that. And then, like, I guess that's when, like, or the guy too probably feels like, you know, he was getting a vibe from you. And then he's like, okay, let me see where this is going. And then you guys build off that. Well, yeah, respect.
So let's do this. Let's jump on the comments, because there's a lot of stuff being talked about in there. We're going to talk about them too.
Okay.
I want to go back to the beginning of the whole thing. So the first statement said that men control access to marriage. Now, of course, a lot of people in the comments are like, nah, I agree with what we said. There's no way that, you know, a woman can control access to marriage, because apparently, you know, they can never get on a knee to propose to a man because that's a taboo. But I'll jump on that second one real quick. But then we also remember Chica was saying that she's fine to ask a man to marry her. We're not. His willingness to marry, he said that's good for her. And then let's see. D also responds to that and says that she would not propose, but she thinks that the ones who do are actually more liberated than us that wouldn't.
No, so there's nothing wrong with that to her.
Yeah, she says, yeah. Basically, she says they're not necessarily desperate. They just don't care about what roles mean, right?
So you
That's her
I
own
mean,
opinion. That's her own opinion.
Because I was
I
going to
mean,
say that, like, what all these
sister-
cultural things, like, we're actually putting stress on
Liberation,
ourselves.
that's what I'm clapping.
Whatever you feel, like,
Liberation.
whatever you feel is good for you. Just go ahead.
And then right below that, Chica
As long
says,
as you're
you
not
want your
killing
woman to propose to you.
I didn't say that.
No,
I'm
yeah.
all for liberation.
liberation.
I did not say that's what I want,
Trust me,
but I'm for
I
liberation.
I didn't necessarily not want my woman to propose to me, but I didn't want it. I just knew that I was going to do it, right? Because you know, you have a conversation, you talk, you know what this person
Exactly.
wants.
Yeah.
So it's like, I knew I was going to do it, but I don't see anything wrong when I see another woman do it. Now, if my sister tells me she wants to do that, I'll be like, are you sure? So you're going to do that? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Is that again and again and again and again?
Yeah.
And if she says that's what she wants, I'm not going to stop her. I'm not going to be like, don't do that. It demeans you, your own word.
That's their own belief.
You know
My
what I'm
belief
saying?
personally, me or Lola, I will not. I will not. It's okay.
You see
If
the
she
fire.
likes, it's your
fire,
own.
the
If my
fire.
best friend is like, bitch, I'm about to propose to the nigga, I'm gonna be like, yo, come with the camera. That's what she wants. I'm gonna support her. I'm gonna try to tell her, like, you wanna do that. But at the end of the day, they have their own mindset.
Yeah.
You're right.
I have a question though.
Go for it.
What if it was your daughter who came to you and said, Dad, I love this man, I'm gonna propose to him? What would you say? Would you encourage that?
Yeah.
I just hope by that time it's
Yeah, have that same energy. Have that same energy.
Okay.
Have that
All
same
I'm
energy.
saying.
No, because, like, I'll be okay.
Okay.
But you know how you people are.
Wow.
You know
How
Whatever.
will people laugh? It's about you as the dad. What are you
Exactly.
gonna say?
No. I mean, as long as, like, is that what you want to do?
It's like, does she ask the husband's dad for marriage? Like, I want to marry your
Can I say
son.
this?
Like,
I
how
can
does
say
that
this.
even happen?
So, if I was in that situation, I can see myself, especially if I know this person and there's a good relationship and he comes around often, I can see myself going behind the scenes and talking to dude like, what's up? Like, where y'all at? Whatever. Just to kind of play the field and see if he's even trying to even marry her, right?
Yeah.
Because
Because sometimes
yeah.
their mind
Yeah,
not
they're not
married.
I can see myself playing that role. I'm going to look at him and be like, hold that thought for a second. Let's talk about it some more. But before we talk about it some more, I'm talking to him like, where you at?
Yeah.
I can see myself doing it. I'm that type of person.
And I also think as women, we're thinking that the man's not ready. So let's say that she does propose and he's like, nah, we not there yet. Or like, because it's like now you just embarrassed
Humiliation.
that you on your ass, you need proposing to the nigga and he
Exactly.
ain't
And
ready.
you look stupid.
Damn. Heel creasing and everything. Like,
But how
shit.
is that different from a man proposing?
Because I feel like I'd rather have the man be ready than, because by then we already talked about
No,
it.
but I'm talking about the man. Like, he's taking, well, I hope he's not out there taking a risk. A man should know whether or not the woman wants to spend the rest of her life with him too. So it goes vice versa. A woman proposing is not her oh, she's going to end up saying no and she looks stupid. No, she's going to have an idea.
Oh,
of
okay,
that,
okay, I
this man
get
wants to
that.
spend the rest of it.
Yeah, no, I'm still not gonna do it. But I get what you mean. But me personally.
In that case, I think women technically still do propose because once you start asking what are we, I mean,
No, it's real. That's really what it is. Women do indirectly propose. It's just the man is actually
it's
doing
not
it.
actually just like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
all
You
right,
got something
let me
to
go
say?
and buy ring now.
You got
To
something to
me,
say?
it's just more of a symbol. Like, you are putting action behind that. Like, you truly want to spend the rest of your life with me.
Look, a
You know
lot
what
of
I'm
men
saying?
propose to their women, and those marriages still don't work out. Those men still don't be
Yes.
what
doing
it's supposed to be. So yeah, I understand the symbolism. I get that. I totally get it. I respect it, but it doesn't always pan out to what that
And I
is. So.
understand that.
But at least the men propose.
Exactly.
but
That's
I'm
all-
still
that's all-
not doing
Leave it that way.
it. I'm still not doing it.
Let's talk about this one.
Like,
So,
do you ask his dad, like, hey, Mr. like, Mr. Ojo, I want to marry your son. Like, imagine me coming to Coming to Baba's house to ask your son, hey, get out.
Of course now, if you
Me, coming with my family to come and ask, I beg.
man.
No.
can I say one thing though? Can I say one thing?
money outside, or if you bring money, Baba will call the
So
guy.
my family will come to his house.
But check this out. With what you just said, you know that in the Indian culture where they do arranged marriages, and maybe not just the Indian culture, any culture that does arranged marriages, it's mostly the woman's family that actually makes the first approach. That's the proposal.
Really?
Family.
Okay, but she just said she don't see
Yeah,
herself and her
that's what I'm
family
talking
coming
about.
to the guy's house to come and say, oh, let's take your guys' hand.
I didn't know that part. That it don't happen.
They do that. They
It didn't happen for us. And my family, my family ain't moving.
All right, let's do this.
They were like, for what? Where are we going?
Now, come on. Let's come back.
Better tell them to come. I don't care. Are you done?
I want to say
It's alcohol. Let me
So
stop.
here's what Chica says. Chica says, I think all those 4 statements are the cause of the disconnect between man and woman and the pressure we all feel to conform to those ridiculous roles.
Can she explain, or can you explain?
Now,
I mean, she's
because
basically
women
trying to
don't
say that
wanna
all
propose.
these.
That's why we can't be on the same page with each other.
So she's basically saying all this stuff right here is the reason why in a relationship a man and a woman have this disconnect.
Oh, okay.
I agree with that statement, and that's and a man and a woman, they have those preconceived ideologies because of how they grew up, the culture, and this, that, and then you have 2 people who have grown up in all these different ideologies trying to make something work.
Yeah.
Which goes back to us as human beings saying, you have to see where your maturity. Can you be able to compromise? Can you be able to do this? Because at the end
Yeah, I
of
was
the
gonna
day,
say, I think that's the purpose of life. I mean,
Right.
it was meant to be that way. As individuals, we got all these different ideologies and ways of living. Like, are y'all gonna figure out, if y'all love each other so much or respect each other so much, are y'all gonna figure out how to make it work? And when people make it work, that's what, we idolize is the,
Yeah. But that's the part of marriage they didn't tell us about. They didn't warn us about. That it wasn't just gonna be Instagram pictures and videos and cute
Yeah.
shit.
Of course.
That it
Things
was
that
actually
they-
gonna be like, okay, I have to take this person, flaws and all, good, bad, ugly, and figure out how to live.
No, but they kind
And
of
that's
figured,
tough.
they've kind of figured that we should know because we be hearing the vows, for better for worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Till death.
Till
Remember
death.
that?
But I mean,
hard. I'm just joking.
I feel like the marketing for marriage needs to be a little different because it's misleading.
Yeah.
But that might be a whole
I
other
think
different
there needs to be a
conversation.
whole class. Like we need to, the people
Yes.
need to go to school and be learning about
Yeah.
this thing because there's a reason why marriage is the most unsuccessful institution we have. We've gone to the moon, we've conquered everything, but this marriage thing.
It's hard.
Exactly what
And I also
Chica
think
said.
it's
Now, that's what,
pressure.
I agree with that part of what she said, where it's literally 2 people who have grown up in
Different households.
households coming together to live in one. Like,
It's like
I
having
have
roommates you don't know.
There's certain
Yeah.
things we do. There's certain things we do differently.
Yeah.
And I can't be up there trying to argue that to the teeth just because who will have risk.
Yeah.
So when I see she's doing something a little different than what I'm known to, I just be like,
Right.
that's how you do it?
Yeah.
That's different. That's all it is. I like to look at some people though. They're not gonna look at it that way. They want to fight it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I see that stuff, I'm like, I bet. keep moving.
So, which leads us to the question of how quickly can you just let go of control, like let control go?
Bro, I'm quick with that.
Like,
I like my peace of mind so much.
Me too. Oh my goodness. Oh God. Like,
I like
what
my peace of
value
mind
that
so much.
Like, I don't even.
Like I said, when I see she's doing something that's different, I'm like, wow. I look at the humor in that shit, just be like, because it's funny, because it's not something I know. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, I crack a joke like, what are you doing? But she knows that it's coming from a place of wonder. Like, what are you really doing? She tells me, oh, okay. That's good, because I don't like problem.
yeah.
I like my peace of mind.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that's where the problems do come in, because people don't want to let go of what they
What they're
know.
used to.
Yeah.
And that's the point of life. Like, I remember people always say this analogy of growing up as a young child. You're in the playground and you learn all these simple lessons of life, like you gotta share, respect each other, play with each other, learn to come together and get along. We learn all these playground principles, but as we get older, the ego stops us from being able to adopt those principles and take on it when we're older. Now it's just weird, right? It's real weird.
No, that's facts. That's facts. One more comment that she can bring, and because this.
I mean, this should be so spot
now
on.
it makes-
Like,
now it makes sense.
dang. Okay.
This show is chica talk.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's crazy. So she was still talking about those same four concepts. She basically says that I don't believe any of these statements. All these are values we've been socialized to adhere to, but they're arbitrary for the most part. I don't necessarily agree with that.
This is Chica again.
Who is she?
Chica said this.
Yeah, she did say that. No, I'm bringing those comments because this is, trust me, this is what we want. We want different mindsets, different opinions. You listen to what she's saying.
Yeah.
It forces you to try to understand what exactly she's saying, what is she talking about, if that makes sense. So we want those, those statements here, just to kind of like, why do you think nothing is working with people today? Because nobody's ready to take the time to sit back and understand if my wife is doing something that's odd to me, and if all I want to do is fight, where's that going to take us?
Yeah.
I want to understand where's this coming from. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole idea, to kind of like just go in the back and try to understand what somebody's saying.
Right.
You have to understand somebody's brain, because sometimes we just talked about it.
Yeah.
You need to know what's really going on in somebody's head. Like, well, where do you get this idea from? Why are you thinking the way you think?
Yeah.
I'm not asking for you to change your mind. I just want to know, so that way I can better understand you as a person.
And
That's
it stems to everything, even like our ideas with like other races, other like sexual orientations, everything is like, just take the time, just sit back and still just realize that this person is a human being that has gone through another conditioning that is different from yours. And
No, that's nice though. Good conversations.
I agree.
See, we agree. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Chica.
Thanks, Chica. Oh my God.
Right. No, good conversations though. And that was good talks.
right.
We did that. Thank y'all for coming out. We have a marriage counselor in the building. If y'all have problems, she's not married though, but she's a marriage counselor.
Well, our perspective is what you are paying for.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can follow me on my Instagram.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Drop it.
What's
for
your
them.
Instagram?
I forgot.
Wow.
What is this? What's going on?
I'm like, does somebody else want
Oh, you're serious? I really didn't know. Okay.
Okay, so my Instagram.
Oh my goodness. Let me see your code.
You really didn't know. Did you just make this page?
No,
Oh.
I did not.
Just blanked out. It's okay. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Is she for real? So you back getting the marriage counseling Instagram account?
Oh no, she
Oh,
playing.
no.
She's.
Oh, she playing?
No, I'm not playing.
Okay,
I'm
go for
not-
it. We about to run now.
Oh,
What you got?
You really? Okay,
She's
we're
about
gonna
to give
see.
us an Instagram.
Okay, hey, thank you for coming.
to?
Go
Tell
for
us
it.
the wrap up.
Thank you guys for tuning in. You can follow my Instagram page at Pinky Priscilla.
Pinky Priscilla.
Yeah.
It's on the description of these
Video.
Yeah, it's on the description.
Somewhere.
Go ahead and follow her, please. She's
In the
a marriage
description
counselor.
box below.
But thank you for tuning in. Hey, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Go back and come back and watch the video again if you want to, or you want to watch it again with your friends or whatnot, so you can, because this forces you to have those conversations soon. Always pay attention to the comments. You see some stuff that you probably will get you to.
Can I do a shout out? I'm so.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. This is where it is. I want to shout out to all my friends for like helping me and mold me of being a better person, because I feel like you need those people in your life. Because let me tell you something.
Okay.
I was getting ready. Sister off in this one. Okay, so I do want to say that I really appreciate you guys. You know who you are, and then also, as women, not sorry men, but as women, I just want y'all to know that we are strong and we can do anything that we want to set our mind to it.
For sure,
That's
for
facts.
sure.
Period.
If y'all want to be a part of the show, don't forget to check out, go on to www.ctalkTV.com/cast. Go ahead and fill that out so you can be part of the show. If you have any topics that you would like us to talk about up here, hit us up on Instagram, and we'd love to hear your ideas.
Facts.
Anybody else?
You want to say something? Last words?
No,
Y'all
just
good?
mixtape. What you do?
Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, TamTV, and follow me on Instagram at IamTamTV. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's it. You good? You got last word.
Oh, I just want to say shout out to my mom. I know you're watching because you didn't believe that I was going to do this, but
She's a believer now.
Yes.
All right, Sammie, anything?
Yeah, just watch out for my music. I'm everywhere.
Okay.
Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. My name is Sammie Juice _ on social media platforms, and yeah.
Sammie,
Shout out to
Just
Princess. She told me about
Yeah,
this.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Princess.
girl.
But no, thank y'all for tuning in again.
Yes, sir.
Last words right there, black men don't.
Oh yeah, black men don't cheat, lie, or steal. Don't
Boom.
forget.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here.
Right.
Black men don't cheat.
Let's
go.
Tuning in.